Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. So today's video is another model makeover. You guys seem to like the last one, so I decided to do another one. This is my beautiful model Bisola, and I decided to do a classic smoky eye and nude lip on her. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then please continue watching. So just to let you know, all the products I use will be listed in the description bar below. I wasn't really able to show all the products I was using, but here I'm using the Rimmel London Professional Eyebrow Pencil in black brown. This is my go-to eyebrow pencil, so I'm just using this to fill in her brows. Her brows were pretty full, so I only really needed to fill it in and just clean it up. And to clean up her brows, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. So now I'm just adding some sellotape to the sides of her eyes because I want the sides of the eyeshadow to be nice and sharp. So now I'm just using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn again, just to prime her eyelids, and then I'm setting that with the Mercier powder in Translucent. Okay, so first I'm going into the Deck of Scarlet palette that they collaborated with Sondjra Deluxe, and I'm going into the burgundy shade in there, and I'm just blending that above her crease. So I'm just using that as a transition shade, and then I'll be going into Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, and I'll just be using that just on top of that color just to blend it all out nicely. So next I'm going into Makeup Geek's Cherry Cola, which is a deep burgundy shade, and I'm just using that in her crease just to deepen the crease. And then I will go back into the shade I used before, and I'll just use that to blend out any harsh lines. So what I do is just go back and forth with the shades and just keep going and blending everything out until I'm happy with the way that it's all blended. So now I'm taking the black shade from the Deck of Scarlet palette, and I'm just applying this all over her lid, and then I will go back and blend out any harsh lines. So the key to this look is just to make sure that everything is blended out nicely and looks seamless. So I'm done with the eyes for now, so I'm just removing the tape, and then I'm just going to clean up any fallout that may have fallen on her face. And then I'm applying some primer onto her face, which is the Makeup Forever Base Mattifying Primer because she has oily skin. And now I am using the LA Girl Orange Concealer to color correct any dark areas and dark marks that she may have, and I'll be blending this out with the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. So now I'm applying foundation, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I will put the shade in the description bar, and I'm just applying this with the Beauty Blender as well and just blending it out until there are no harsh lines. To highlight, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn, and I'm just starting off with underneath her eyes, and then I will work my way to her chin, the bridge of her nose and her forehead. So the reason why I like to do this in sections is because the LA Girl Pro Concealer can dry quickly sometimes, so I like to do it this way just to ensure that it's easier to blend. So to contour, I'm using the black Opal foundation stick in the shade Carob, and I'm just applying this on the usual areas, and then I'll be blending this out with the Zoeva face paint brush. I will put the brushes that I'm using in the description bar as well, and then I'll be going back in with the Beauty Blender to blend out any harsh lines. I really like to do this. It really makes a difference. So to set her highlighted areas, I am using the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. So going back to the eyes, I am using the LA Girl Light Strobing Powder in the shade 20 Watt, and I'm just using this to highlight her brow bone, and then I will also use it to highlight the inner corners of her eyes later on. And as you can see, I'm blending out harsh lines. You guys know I always have to blend out harsh lines. So now I'm applying some lashes, and these are the wispy lashes that I get from eBay. I will link them below, don't worry. And then I'm applying some mascara. This is the Great Lash Mascara by Maybelline, and just blending her real lashes into the false lashes. So here I'm just using some liquid eyeliner just to kind of hide the band from the lashes, because I really don't like it when it shows. And I'm using a black eyeliner. This is from NYX in the shade Jet Black, and I'm just using that to line her waterline. So now I'm just going back into that deck of Scarlet palette, and I'm using the burgundy shade there to give a nice shadow smoky effect underneath her eyes. So now I am dusting off any excess powder, and then I'll be setting the rest of her face with the Inglot AMC pressed powder. I will put the shades that I'm using in the description below, and then once I've set her face, I'll also contour with the powder as well in the darker shade. So next I'm using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder to reverse contour, and I will just leave that on while I use the MAC Extended Play Mascara on her bottom lashes. For me, this is the perfect mascara for bottom lashes. So now I'm just dusting off the excess powder, and then I'll be going back in with the face brush I used to blend out any harsh lines and blend everything together nicely. So I'll be going in with blush next, and I'll be using the blush Raisin from MAC, and then I was getting her to smile so I could apply the blush, and she just kept on laughing. To set her face, I'm using the Revolution Oil Control Fixing Spray. And then onto her lips now, I am using the Colour Elixir lip liner from Max Factor, which is a brown lip liner, and then I'll be going into a darker lip liner after that and just blending that together to get the shade that I like. So in the center of her lips, I'm using the Colourpop lipstick in the shade Chi from the Karuchi collection, which is pretty much like an everyday lip color that I love to use. And then on top of that, I'm using this MAC lipstick in the shade Gist, which is like a frosty metallic nude shade, which I thought worked perfectly well with the look. So I lost some footage towards the end, so unfortunately I couldn't show you where I highlighted, but that is the look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this model makeover. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one, guys. Bye.